I'm a giant fan about all things fandom. So let's dive right into it. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's go. One Piece. Luffy versus the Straw Hats. Who will win? Straw Hats at now. Full on power, all out. No delays, no nothing. Who will win? Can Luffy beat them all? Let's find out. So, obviously, Luffy would never fight his crew. He loves his Nakama like his family. There was no reason that he could fight his crew. He did fight Usopp, but that was because of Usopp disrespected him. And Luffy easily could have killed Usopp at that point. Usopp was weak. Luffy was hell of a lot stronger, and he easily could have killed him, but he didn't. Because even though you disrespected Luffy, Luffy still cared about you. So he beat you up kind of out of love. But let's say, hypothetically, in a world where they're all at the same level of power that they are right now, and Luffy were to fight each Straw Hat crew one by one, who would win with the bottom? Obviously, Luffy likes, depending on who his opponent is, he likes to kind of judge their abilities first, and he doesn't go straight up into a power mode. Once in a while, newer fights, he will go straight into gear second or something like that. But fighting Nami, if you go with the story, Nami could defeat Luffy in Gear 1. And I'm just saying that because in the story, we know Nami can deal damage to Luffy, and that's out of love. I actually made a video about that right here. But not being the story, just fight to fight, Luffy would wreck Nami beyond belief. Nami's very weak. Yeah, she has a power attack that uses lightning, but Luffy's rubber has no effect on him, which is why he was able to beat Enel. And now use electricity, and Luffy's like, what was that? Luffy will destroy Nami in an instant. Nami's gone. And Luffy didn't even get out of Gear 1. Next up, let's do Usopp. Usopp is skilled enough now. He has observation haki, so he can kind of judge Luffy's moves. He can shoot his... If he plays right, he could be pretty tactical. Go from a distance, shoot some of the stars, plan to eat Luffy, things like that. Poison Luffy, burn, whatever it has in his repertoire of magical beams that he shoots every single shot. However, he has great observation haki. Cool. But he needs to be able to hit Luffy off guard. And if Luffy goes into gear second, he can amp up his speed a little bit more and might be just a little too quick for Usopp. So I think Luffy's going to take out Usopp pretty quickly with only going to gear second. Chopper. obviously, the fight might go on. He might use different points. Luffy's gonna be in gear second, speeding around trying to fight him. It may last a little bit longer but in the end, at some point, Chopper's gonna pop a rumble ball and turn into Monster Point, trying to fight Luffy. With Luffy being in gear second, he's quick. However, when he goes into gear third, he starts to do the whole big fist and things like that. Gear second is the speed. Gear third is the power. And then gear fourth is like a combination of the two. So I would say he goes to gear third, and he could probably knock out Chopper, because Chopper doesn't have Haki, doesn't have armor Haki, and at that, Luffy puts up a nice big armor Haki Kangan and knocks Chopper out. Who's next? See, Brook is difficult because he's already dead and he can't die because he's bones. So all Luffy really needs to do is just pound the crap out of him and maybe just turn the bones into powder. It might take a while to get to that point, but that's how Luffy's got to do it. And Luffy could do it. Who's next? See, Brook is difficult because he's already dead and he can't die because he's bones. So all Luffy really needs to do is just pound the crap out of him and maybe just turn the bones into powder. It might take a while to get to that point, but that's how Luffy's got to do it. And Luffy could do it. If he can get a shot off of him with his sword, he definitely would cut him. Because Luffy knives don't affect his rubber, so he can bleed from cuts. And Brook has a social power, but I don't think it's strong enough to defeat Luffy at all. This fight's going to take a lot longer than the fight between Luffy and Chopper, but in the end, Luffy's just going to pound Brook into a pulp, not leaving out of gear third. So, has a great ability. She can manipulate her limbs and sprout more limbs and sprout her limbs and other body parts wherever she needs to. And she's probably awakened at this point with her like crazy demon form. So this is gonna be tough for Luffy, especially if she can kind of get spooked by spies and do her double clutch, when she like grabs you by the neck and your waist and basically just cracks your body in half. She could try it, but it's not gonna work because Luffy's rubber. This fight's gonna last a lot longer. But in the end, Luffy's gonna go into gear 4 and just pound the crap out of her and overpower her. Even in her demon form, Luffy is gonna take the cake. Cake. Anyway, next up we're gonna go to Jinbei. Jinbei has, well, let's go back. because Robin now knows Fishman karate, so she could implement the whole damage within. So she could hurt Luffy by using this ability, but Luffy's gonna realize she's kind of doing something similar to what he learned in Wano, and he's going to use that against her and basically just destroy her insides, because she's definitely not as strong. Now moving on to Jinbei. Jinbei has Fishman karate and everything like that. Obviously, he can use a bunch of water and try to, negate Luffy's abilities. But in the end, I think Luffy would definitely come on top with that one. This might take a while, but so far. So this might take a little bit because I think Jinbei would definitely be able to negate Luffy up to a certain point until maybe Gear 4th. So once Luffy gets into Gear 4th, it's going to be very difficult for Jinbei to keep up. Sanji had Black Leg Sanji using his Diablo Jambe, kicking Luffy. Now we've seen this happen before, except Luffy was able to accept it because he, didn't want to believe that Sanji was going to leave the crew. This is going to be a tough fight. Luffy's going to have to go into Gear 5th for this one in order to fight Sanji. Luffy's going to win in the end because Sanji's not going to be able to keep up with his ability. Now, Sanji has like regeneration powers like that from the Germa, but in the end, Luffy's going to take him out. No doubt in my mind. And then last up we have Zoro. Zoro could easily cut Luffy down. All he has to do is catch Luffy off guard with any of his attacks, and he could cut Luffy down. This might be the toughest one. This might be the one where Luffy... in the end, obviously, Luffy lost to Kaido, 3-4 times before he actually defeated him. This is going to be a very similar case. He is going to have to really fight hard to defeat Zoro, mainly because of the swords and the fact that Zoro could slash you from 100 feet away. Luffy either needs to dodge every single sword attack and hit Zoro before Zoro can hit him, or else Luffy could potentially lose. He needs to go straight into Gear 5th, use his wacky cartoon abilities, bend his body around the cuts, kind of similar to how he did with Kaido's attacks. Lift his legs up and have the slash go through his legs. Because if he gets cut, he is done. He might be able to take a few cuts before he's done, but if Zoro cuts him enough, that's quite a bit. Obviously, Luffy can use armor haki, but some cuts may penetrate. So Zoro definitely will be one of the toughest fights Luffy could face with the whole crew. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment down below your thoughts on Luffy fighting his crew, and hit that join button because check out all these cool videos you get to watch, plus you get to watch future videos before they're released. So go hit the join button, support me, help me out a lot so I can continue doing videos like this, and you get something out of it. See you guys next time. Before you go, check out that video right here and that video right there. You won't be disappointed. See you next time. Oh. See you guys next time. Oh, that was bad too. See you guys next time. Okay.